Allesammans! Låt oss höra lämna varför. Här är japp. Ja. Ja, ja. Kaje. Oopsie. Ja, telefoon. Oh. Yep, nu är det så man har start. Man har, ja, så. En pappa idag. Morgonlådan, japp. Dalmorgon. Ja. Dal. D-A-L. Japp. Morgonlådan, dalmorgon. Man har bara guhu. Ja. Lådan, daljan, guhu. Hallå. Ja. Bara. Jo, jag gör inte. Ja. Aha. Okej, så var det man leker. Eller kanske med man synger var fem hela HF man gör nu. Äter man morgon. Ja. Mycket var bra. Ja. Uttuta. Och det låg. Yay. Men kanske man går på men jag bara. Ja, det är ja. Ma, lef. Jag var fel. Halvata. Ja. Man kanske med kan man morgon. Ja, det fast man jobbar så. Mat på någon, jag för. Men det därför när då därför i alla fall måndag. Ja. Ja. Den nu det för det antan det ja. Det är då och det och det är sant det man tills hobby person. Ja. Kom, nej. Ubbela på det men ja. Det är kofte. Kofte. Ja. Så det, nej. Jag var 50 år nu. Det ser ut med någon för en fast. Där. Det är fast med nu. Eller. Ja. Ja, det går först det med hem den ja. Det var för Malin. Malin. Skön paki. Ja. Parterna. Den filmen med labbet det är film igen, huvudfilm. Ja, japp. Oj. Det är huvudfilm. Ja. Man har inte som när inte är man har tuff man har huvudfilm. Tuff, ja. Nej, jag säger man fast man har lur. Ja. La casa man, la cosa le, la cosa man, la casa man, la casa man, la come cold man, la ik man, la cosa man, the kill. La casa man, la casa man, la casa man, la que como le, yo todo que a la man, la casa man, yo la yo yeah. Peter Mus, ja, dat har fan vad det var. Ja. Jag tänkte nu så var det. Nej. Så det. Och men när så folk. Eller kan man nana kosme, man nana kosme, man nana kosme. Manana, nana, alla cose belle, alla cose belle, alla sna, alla casa come, alla casa, le base del film, che fermano i due, per paus, ja, små mannen, jag var fel någon gång, nej, jag låg inte hur jag kan, ja. Manana, balance, man, little close to the manacos, manana, la cow, manacos, manacos, man, it's to some stuff, little, yeah. We do that, we did not, the Lord, or tato, or ta he, or ta hura, or ta fam, or ta says, or ta who, or ta, or ta liu. Idin, niet uit, niet te dood, niet te ver, niet te ver, niet te ver, niet te zes, niet te hu, niet te oud, niet te nan, uit, long, ja, uitdrukken. Ja, dan eten zo'n 5, 6 zomer namelijk op en ja, dan pank. Dan doen we nog niet de long, uitdrukken. Ja. Allah. Ja. Ja, Peter, nej, har jag för fan. Jag inte på det här jag så. Men ja, det är mitt vän och sås. Ja. Hej vi, så som man namn. Så. Manana, nakamana, kaudamana, nakamanana, kaudamana, nausaway. Sas, manana, jenya, sas, bas, sas, yoba. Ja. Manan. Det man helst. Det helst is man masseus, ja, manan. Ja, det var lal och där. Jag vet, Jesus fast. Ja, jo. Jag kan det man ja. Det är så fall. Ja. Det är så det man. Ja, och jag smakar inte. Ja, jag tar så. Det är så. Man kan se med det. La causa nana che me na causa me nana me con me. E la causa nana se me nana che me na se me causa me na che me good. Ma la che nana se me nana se me che be come le io voglio da lontana tol. Ja. Che man na che sento che sa gente sa. Che ora che sa. Dood. Ja, hör jag. Ja. Låt han hyggelig med film i og pleje, men altså bakken. Film. Ja, nej. Og la causa malam. La che la mugmela la lö la mojon. Ja. Opposmoron till han nu film huvudstaden.
Shuffle the chance and community chess decks, and place them on their spots on the board. Give each player 1,500 money divided as follows. All the remaining money stays with the game and is called the bank. One player is the banker and manages the bank's money, which must be separate from their own. Place the property cards, houses, and hotels with the bank. Each player rolls the dice, and the player with the highest total goes first. Then play proceeds clockwise. On your turn, roll both the dice and move your token exactly that many spaces clockwise around the board. If you land on an unowned property, you may buy it from the bank for the listed price. You receive the property card and place it face up in front of you. If you do not wish to buy it, then the bank must sell it at auction to the highest bidder. Bidding starts at 10 money and can increase in any increment. If no one bids, then the title stays with the bank. If you land on a property that another player owns, that player must ask you for rent. Pay them rent according to the price on their property card based on the status of that property. A colored set is when you own all the properties for that color. If the player does not ask for rent before the next player rolls the dice, then you do not need to pay them. When you own all the properties of the same color, you have a monopoly. You are now allowed to build houses and hotels on those properties at any time, even on another player's turn. The price per house is listed on each property. You must build and sell houses evenly across all properties in a monopoly. You are not allowed to build up or break down just one property. A property may not have more than 4 houses on it. When a player has 4 houses on each of their properties in a monopoly, they may upgrade those properties to hotels for the cost of another house, replacing the 4 houses on the property with a hotel. A property with a hotel may not be improved further. When you sell buildings back to the bank, they give you half the value you purchased them for. If multiple people want to purchase the last house, then it is auctioned off starting at 10 money. If the bank runs out of houses for you to buy, you are allowed to buy straight up to hotels. If there are no buildings left, you must wait for some to be sold back to the bank before you can purchase them. If you do not have enough money to pay another player or the bank, you must sell off your hotels and houses and mortgage property until you can pay the creditor. To mortgage your property, if it is part of a monopoly, then no property in that color set may have buildings on it. Flip the property face down and collect the mortgage value from the bank. If a player lands on a mortgaged property, they do not pay any rent, and they are not allowed to buy the mortgaged property. The other properties in a color set still receive their bonus rent level, even if some of the set is mortgaged. To unmortgage a property, you must pay the bank the listed price. If you sell and mortgage everything and still don't have enough money to pay, you are bankrupt and you are out of the game. Give all that you have to the creditor. Mortgaged properties remain mortgaged. Anytime a player receives a mortgaged property, they must either pay back the mortgage or upkeep the mortgage by paying 10% of the mortgage value, keeping the property mortgaged. As you travel around the board, several things can happen. If you land on chance or community chest, you draw one card from its respective draw pile and follow the instructions on the card. Then, place the card at the bottom of its deck. If you land on a tax space, you pay the bank the listed amount. If you land on free parking, nothing happens. When you land on or pass go, you collect 200 money from the bank. If you land on go to jail, you go immediately to jail and you do not pass go and you do not collect 200 money. If you land on the jail space, you aren't in jail but are visiting. During the game, you may trade with other players cash, get out of jail free cards, and properties that do not have any houses or hotels on them for any agreed upon price. You may not sell or trade buildings to players. You may not trade free rent or loan players money. You may not gift players money, buildings, or cards. You may not give discounts. If you roll doubles after you move, you get to roll and move again, unless this is the third time you've rolled doubles in a single turn. Then you go straight to jail. If you're in jail, you are still allowed to buy and sell houses, trade with players, and collect rent, but you do not get to move. At the start of your turn, you may pay 50 money to be released from jail. If you do this, pay, then roll the dice and continue your turn as normal. Or, if you choose not to pay, you still roll the dice. If you roll doubles, you are released from jail and move that many spaces. Then your turn ends. You do not get to roll again. If you fail to roll doubles by your third turn in jail, you must pay the 50 money, then move the number of spaces you did roll. The last player remaining, once everyone else is bankrupt, wins.
Ja, den filmen man en huvudfilm så som min pappa var med. Och där så följer man den. Med ja. Det var ja. Slut och dan. Först det ska ske. Slutet ske. Slut av. Slut av. En. Sen 19 så 17 18 16 15 17 17 Jaha. Vänta, men. Test. Men inte med. Inte alls. Nej. Så, för man. Ingen nu. Ja, inte alls. Nu är huvudfilm. Ja. Ja, så. Jag vet. Så. Nu. Ja. Så, följes nu. Ja. Nu är huvudfilm. Så. Ja. You film. Ja, film. Så
Oi, jeg heter Per Pusling. Hei. Kan du ikke bli med ned til meg litt, da? Oi. Nå kan du bo her for alltid. Det vil jeg også. Men jeg fikk bare leie dette rommet frem til vinteren er over.
Lever lapper over snøen, mellom hagens bjørk og rom. Alle stjernene de gnistrer, blinker. Vinden viner over sjøen, et frossent speil som i en drøm. Vintergater av krystall, 15 grader.
Mormor! Du er min beste venn. Og du er min.
Følger du med?
sånn. But nu, when I see my man say that. So, when that man, let's say this. Hei. Ja, vet. Men nana, la oss med. Men nana, kom med, nana.